Hi, I'm John Ellis, and I'm the head of the family that owns these Speckle Park cattle that we're having a look at today. We've been in this part of our life for about 8 years now. Before that, we were just a winery with cattle that roamed the place and kept the grass down. And then we decided it was time to do something special with them, and here we are. Well, that's one of the measures. We started off with our little purebred herd of 5 heifers and a bull, and in our first year we got 5 bull calves. Think about that. We're doing this to grow beef, and we've got 5 bull calves. All of a sudden we're in the stud game, and we've got to market our purebred bulls. So how are we going to do that? Well, the answer was we should go in the show system. And it took us to the Melbourne Show for the first time in 2014, and we're a most successful exhibitor. And we had junior champion male and champion female. So we were hooked in, of course. You know, that was the end of that. You know, we're now in the show system forever. Once we've decided that yes, this is a show animal, wean them. That means they then have to be broken in so that they can lead with a halter, and it's feeding them so that they're in the right condition to be entered in the show. So in reality, these young cattle that we're taking to the Melbourne Show this year, we started working on them in February, you know. This is going to be a great show because this year the Show Society have nominated Speckle Park as the feature breed. And we were told, you know, to be the feature breed, you need to think, you know, we need to be confident that you can get 60 head along. Well, we've got over 90, and we're just proud of that. We're proud of our breed members. They've really supported this show being the feature breed show, to the extent that this is going to be the biggest group of the Speckle Park breed anywhere in the world ever. Oh yes, I do. I get a bit teary about one of those. My grandson Jack, when he was just 11, it was in 2015, he asked Paul if he could perhaps lead a cow, or she wasn't a cow, she was a heifer then, called Mercedes, if he could lead Mercedes in one of the group classes which come at the end of the show. Paul said to him, "Why would you want to do that?" And Jack answered, "Well, you know, I'd really think it'd be nice to be able to lead her in the ring." He said, no. He said, "Why wouldn't you want to lead her in the classes rather than just in the group classes?" And so they got their heads together and had a look at the classes and everything, and you know, in the catalogue. And then Paul said to me, "So Jack's taking Mercedes in the ring for the heifer class." Fine. We won it. And the funny thing was that the judge said, normally when you get a big group of animals walk into the ring, there's one animal that will take your eye, and it's hard not to give that animal first place. She said, "This time I was really thrown though, because there was this animal walked in the ring and I didn't think it had a handler for a minute because Jack's very small." And then she said, so that was the winning moment, that Jack had this animal completely under control, and yet he's such a little guy. So it's a favourite moment to see your grandson winning a class, and she got reserve champion female that year. So you know, we're pretty chuffed.